Welcome to the DataFrame video part 4. In this last part, we will learn about multi-index and index hierarchy. Let's import NumPy and Pandas as I did here. As you can see, I have already written some lines of code for you. This code is used later to create a data frame. You can pause the video and write yourself the same. So what we have here, we have a list called list1, which has two types of information, A1 and 2. Let's check list1. So it is a list of 4 elements. Those are A1 and A2. Then we have list 2, which has some numbers in it. List 2. And it has also 4 elements, 4 numbers, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Then we have list 3, which is created by using functions list and zip. When we use zip function on 2 lists, we get tuples of the elements of those lists. Let's check again. List 3, and here it is. It is again a list which contains 4 tuples with the information from list 1 and list 2. And then finally, I used a special function from Pandas called multi-index, which takes a list like list 3 and creates a multi-index data frame. If we now check mult_int variable, mult_int, then we will see what we have. Now let's create a data frame. We should write the name and then pass in rand_n function library from NumPy. So df equals pd.dataframe. And then we should pass the data at first, np.random.randn, and then let's say 4 and 2. So we will have 4 rows and 2 columns. Then we should pass mult_int for indices. And in the end, we should also pass x and y for columns. And now let's have a look at our data frame. And here it is, A1, A2, then the other numbers 1, 2, 1, 2, and then the columns, which we already named X and Y. You can see here that we have 2-level indexing, A1, A2 first, then 1, 2, and 1, 2. Let's have a look at how we can take data from this kind of data frame. For that, we should write the name of the data frame, df, then point, then LOC, and then in the square brackets, we should start from the outside index. So in this case, it is A1. And then we should put again point and then again square brackets. Before that, we should again write LOC and let's say 1, which is the second index. And this will return the 2 numbers here as series. So you start calling from outside index, which is in our case A1 and A2, and then you go inside. You can also name these indices by writing df.index.names equals, for example, layers. And then let's say numbers. And then let's check again our data frame. And here you can see the number for the indices, layers and numbers. Let's again try to take some data from our data frame. Now we should again write df.loc location. Let's say A2, and then again .loc 2, second row, and then let's this time take column Y. And here is the number. So we have A2, then 2 as index, and then Y as a column. So here is our number. Now let's continue to missing data. In this part, we are going to talk about how to deal with some missing data in DataFrames. If you are reading data into DataFrames and some points are missing, then Pandas will fill it with null values. Let's have a look at some methods which are used to drop or fill those missing data. Let's create now a dictionary from which the keys will be the columns and the values data of the data frame. Let's make some values to null by using np.nan method. So let's at first create a dictionary, my dict, and let's say x, which has values, which is a list of 0, then np.nan, and then 2, and then another key, y, and values 10, 0, np.nan, and last one, z, and the values 8, np.nan, and 5. Now let's create a data frame, df equals pd dot data frame, and let's pass our dictionary as an argument. And let's have a look at the data frame. So here it is. We have 3 rows and 3 columns with column names x, y, and z. As we can see here in our data frame, we have some missing values, which are NaN values. We can drop the null values by using method dropNa, df dot dropNa. And here are the remaining values. It will drop the rows which have missing values. And as you can see, the missing values are on the second and the third rows. If you want to use this method on the columns and drop those who has missing values, you can write here in parentheses, x equals 1. And then you will get nothing because in all the columns there we have some null values. Now let's have a look at fill NA method for filling in the missing values. We can write the method df.fill NA and then passing as an argument the value equals, for example, let's say new item. And here is the result. We filled the null values with the new value that we passed as an argument to fill NA function. You can pass here whatever you want, some numbers, for example, let's put here 0. You can also fill only one column. For example, we want to fill the null values of the column y with the value, let's say 5. Fill NA, and then value equals 5. And here is the result. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more videos.